Market analysis tonight. Ben Rose is the president of Battle Road Research in Waltham, Massachusetts, and he's in the newsroom tonight. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
Good. So can we point to any one specific thing moving the markets today, or was it the Fed and other things as well?
Well, it was just a very rocky ride on Wall Street. Market opened down 160 points at the open, rallied back midday, and closed down about 160 points, as you mentioned. So there are a few things to talk about.
And what would be the things that you point to?
Well, it opened over down over concerns over global macro conditions and angst over what the Fed will do with the funds rate. There was a sigh of relief kind of mid-morning when the consumer price index came out, and it was lower than expected, and that is a very widely watched measure of inflation, and that was considered a positive. And then midday, the Fed minutes came out from their late July meeting and had a bunch of mixed signals as to what they might do near term regarding the funds rate.
How do you read the signals coming out of the Fed, Ben? It's kind of hard to do right now, but what's your sense of it? Are they going to raise rates next month?
Well, you know, I had a chance to look over the Fed minutes that were published midday, and it really gives you a chance to be a fly on the wall in their meetings. Definitely some mixed signals. You can see that there's a debate over trends in the labor market. There's a debate over even the impact that China could have on the U.S. economy. But basically, they did conclude the minutes by saying that the 0 to 0.25% target rate for the Fed funds is the appropriate one at this time. But there was no indication as to whether, you know, they might raise them in September or even later in the year.
Okay. All right. Now, one of the things they look at is manufacturing. You research a lot of manufacturing stocks. What are you seeing in that sector, especially in relation to what the Fed might do?
Yes. Well, at Battle Road Research, one of our core sectors is the manufacturing tech sector. And we are noting that a number of companies are seeing soft business conditions through the first half of the year. Exacerbating in the second quarter, so particularly in the U.S. and as a result of the strong dollar. So that might be something that could cause the Fed to sort of hold back on raising rates, in my opinion.
All right. Other sectors today that showed a lot of movement, oil and energy showed some movement today. What did you see there?
Yes, if you look at sort of the major losers in both the Dow and the NASDAQ, they were heavily slated to the oil and oil field services companies as well as the solar stocks. So definitely a lot of weakness in energy.
All right. As we look ahead to tomorrow and Friday, what are you looking for, Ben?
Well, a couple of things. The housing market, there'll be some housing market data released tomorrow, as well as earnings reports from HP and Salesforce.com, which is a leading cloud software company. And then on Friday, Deere reports, and that'll give us a sense of global demand for industrial machinery.
We will look for all of that over the next couple of days. Ben Rose, president of Battle Road Research in Waltham, Mass. Thanks for being here, Ben.
Thanks so much, Mike.